Okay, let's start to analyze our first insight. Which industries are hiring the most data analysts? First, I want to take a quick look of our data frame. I'm probably not going to need the job title, company name, or URL link. So let's go ahead and drop this. Drop columns. Wait, I will call our data frame original equal signs data frame original, and we will use the drop function to drop unnecessary column. And because we will drop multiple columns, so I need to pass it as a list. So square brackets, and then let's say job title, copy, and I paste here. Then I comma, company name, paste here. And then URL, copy, and paste it here. And Python asking what we're gonna drop, which axis are we gonna drop on. So in Python, the axis equal to 1, meaning that we will delete the entire column. Y-axis equal to 0, meaning that we're gonna delete all the rows while keeping the column name. So in our case, we want to delete them entirely. So let's say axis equal for 1 for now. Okay, specify, let's call out data frame original for our output. Wait, let's run it. Wait, we don't have 3 of those columns anymore. And the next thing that we're going to do is we want to create a new industry column based on the organization type column. If you guys take a look over here, we have our industry name, hospital and healthcare, followed by a number. I believe this is a company size, and it happens true for other instances as well. We have some records that doesn't have any company size. These are already in good format. We have some null values as well. So what we want to do is we want to create a function that will split the first instance of the string values in it, which means our industry name, based on the number. Split the string and a number, and we only return the first instances, which is our industry name. So let's see how we're gonna do that. Okay, so create an industry name. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do it. I will call out data frame original, and we will take the industry column. We will create our industry column. By the way, this is how we're gonna create a new column on Python. So square bracket and then input your new industry name. Make sure it's not the same as our existing columns. Equal sign. So this new column will be created based on our organization type column. So in this scenario, I think it's best if we could apply a lambda function. Basically, a lambda function, it helps you conveniently apply a condition function instead of you have to manually create a function first and then apply to your data. So lambda, we will call our x variable equals to regular expression re. This is the thing that we imported earlier, and we say the split function. So what are we splitting on here? We want to split on the number and the strings, and then we're gonna select only the first occurrence that we just split it, which will return our industry name. Let's see how we do that. Okay, so in order to identify the number, we use the regular expression \d. The \d will identify any occurrences from 0 to 9. Basically, it will identify any number. So don't forget your literal string. So it will understand that the \d is not a text. We're going to do this on our x variable. And then once we split, we want to return only the first occurrence, which means 0 here, right here. And then after that, I want to add a strip function, actually, a strip function. The strip function will remove all the blanks for our strings. Basically, it just makes our output more readable. And since we have some null values, so I want to add an if function saying that this only will be happen if our data is not null. So PD not null, X over here, else this is gonna happen if it's a null value. This will return a null values. Wait, seems pretty good to me. Now let's try to run it. Yeah, it worked perfectly for me. So we have industry column, hospital and healthcare, based on this, financial services based on this. Work just fine for me. Now, next thing we want to do is we want to create a bar graph to visualize which industry are hiring the most. So we need to prepare the data. Okay, so we want to, in order to create a graph in Python, we need to create a temporary data. Basically, this data will be used for our data visualization. So I will call data frame original. Let's get the industry column that we just created. Use the value count function. Yeah, this basically it counted for us. Make sure we don't have any duplicated. Yeah, look fantastic to me. But in order to use the Seaborn data visualization or matplotlib, they require that our data should be like this, in this format, data frame format. But currently it's not. So we need to use a reset index function, and it will return something similar to this. Basically what it does is you will have an extra index column. Let's give it a name. I would say industry data frame. Industry data frame. Let's run it. And now we will create a bar graph. Okay, it's relatively easy to do so in Python. So I will say SNS, which means the Seaborn library, bar plot, data. Our data will be equal to this one. This is our temporary data. We have to specify our x and the y value. So our x, which means the horizontal values, let's say the count column, and the y axis will be our industry column. Wait, let's try to run it. Looking fantastic, guys. But I want to add some visual aspect to it. Let's say palette equal to macro. Yeah, you would have something like this. And again, you guys can feel free to switch the x and y axis to see how your graph may changes. For me, I would like my graph to be horizontal, making it more easily appealing. And it seems that it's missing a title, so let's add a title for this. So I will call PLT, which means the matplotlib that we just imported earlier. Let's say industry hiring most data analysts, and let's give it in bold format. Run it again. Yep, looking fantastic, guys. So based on our bar graph, we can see that the most industries are hiring data analysts, including financial services, IT consulting, and software development. Also, we can see that hospital and health industry, as well as the banking industry, are hiring more and more data analysts.